How's it going, my G's? It's Artifact, and it's another tutorial. It's another J in your life. We're using Vital. We're making music great again. What more do you want? Well, I don't know. Today I've got a really cool tip for you on how you can create some funkier patterns really easily using a new method that I've not really used before within the synth Vital. Just before we get into this though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because I appreciate you. And also, come over and join the Discord on Patreon so you can read what we're saying about you behind your back. Nah, just kidding. Alright, so we've got this funky bass I've made here. You can go ahead and download it below as well if you'd be so kind. You can also check out the links to my newest preset pack, Vital 2022, which has some really dope patches in it. Anyway, that's enough about me. Yeah, to give you some ideas on how you can create some funkier bass line, I've got a bunch of different modulations running into my LFO 2 here, and I'm using the freeze mode. So let me show you what I mean by this, right? So I'm going to take this one off. I'm just going to mute that. Okay, normally I'll run a bunch of parameters through an LFO and I will just control it, you know, using the speed on the LFO here, right? And the parameters you run through, you know, doesn't really exactly matter, but, you know, I'm using a lot of filtering. You can kind of see what I've got here. A bit of frequency modulation movement. It's a basic kind of patch with a bit of saw waves, sine waves, and a little bit of effects here. And yeah, we've got some distortion going on, some chorusing, filtering, etc. Anyway, all of the main things that I wanted to modulate are going through my LFO 2. Okay, but now what we're going to do is we're going to, you know, I mean, what I want you to do basically is to draw in a really complex LFO pattern here on LFO 2. It's just completely random. I've done this like completely randomly. Then I want you to go to freeze mode. So you just go down here. You can, I don't know if you can right click it, just drag it all the way down so it says freeze. And then it's actually not going to play anything, right? Unless you move this slider. Strider. So now we control the LFO via the slider. And the beautiful thing is we can track something to this slider. So we're going to go to LFO 3. I think it's just on the basic normal settings, or maybe it's not. I've turned it down to 1/1. Make sure the smooth is turned down, right? And then we can go back to LFO 2. Drag the 3 onto this beautiful bar here, and I'm going to activate it. Okay, and I want you to type in the value of 0.5, right? So it goes exactly halfway. And now it's gonna play it. It's gonna play our messy, chaotic LFO up and down. You know, so you can see how it's doing it here. It's going back and forth. You know, back and forth and forth, back. Check out my gravel. Yeah. Now what we're gonna do? It's gonna play it with our drums. I've already made this beautiful MIDI pattern here. You can have a little cheeky look at it. It's just basically some D's, and then we go up to some octaves up, and some F's and some other notes that are all exciting. Alright, so we're going back and forth through this chaotic LFO. We've put the modulation from LFO 3 onto our LFO 2 slider here. And now, all we're going to do is move the slider around and find the coolest spot where it goes back and forth in the best kind of zone. Like Sonic. Oh, that was almost spot on already. But let's try some other ones, you know. Oh, thank you, Logic. I love you too. That's a bit too bouncy, like a kangaroo. So let's go back to here. I like that one. We can try somewhere over here as well. Yeah, this one is really cool over here. So this is... That's where I've saved the preset, so you'll get that cool pattern if you download it. But let's just like tear things up a bit. So just to give you another example of how we can do it, let's just make a new pattern, right? Let's go a bit mental with it. Let's go like let's go a bit faster, shall we? A bit more different random points. It's completely random, right? Just gonna draw it in, looking beautiful like that. Now let's just play around with this position again. Ooh, that's cool at the end there. So that's another cool way to do it. But yeah, it's really cool just tracking this one of these LFOs, pinging it on freeze, drawing in a crazy pattern, and then controlling it using this LFO here. And you could, for example, turn it up as well, the speed here, or turn it down. I like this one here. Yeah, it's a cool way you can make some interesting funky grooves, in my opinion. So definitely check it out. Have a go. Let me know in the comments down below how you get on. And yeah, I'm going to England for the first time in over 2 years in tomorrow. So that's exciting. Yeah, I'll be back next week anyway, don't worry. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. Peace.